Zoe's going to be joining us today because who doesn't want the advice of a mini Yorkie? Who doesn't want a teacup Yorkie's advice? Nobody. Everybody wants it. Doesn't she look like a teddy bear, guys? I love my dog. Okay, hi guys. So I'm going to open up my email and I'm going to read the question. It says, "Hey Nikki, my mom," I'm assuming you're English, "my mom and I had an argument the other day because I apparently ignored her and it went from there. She keeps calling me disrespectful and says I don't do anything around the house when I do. Since she has taken my iPhone off of me and is being a expletive word warning bitch with me, sorry, apparently saying an expletive throws me off, with me, like setting all the chores and my brother nothing and making me clear the dishes and then not saying thank you." Okay, that sentence was a little confusing, but I think you get the gist of what she's saying. "I want to make up with her, but I know she will just lecture me if I say sorry, and she will say I don't mean it. I'm getting tired of it. What shall I do? Thanks so much." Okay, a couple things here. First off, let me start by saying, I think it's really hard to be a mom, like really hard. That's part of the reason I don't have kids yet, because I'm very scared of all of the stuff that comes with being a mom. I think it's very difficult. So there is an element, like you have to remember to remind yourself that like your mom is dealing with way more than you can even fathom right now. Like, and and that's coming, I'm not a mom, so I'm not talking down to anyone. I'm just saying that I think that there's so much more that goes on with parents and what they're having to deal with and the spectrum of everything they're having to see than usually us as children realize. And from what I hear from people, especially until we have kids. So that's a good mindset to kind of put yourself in, to calm down for a little bit. That being said, also, I think mother-daughter relationships are complicated. I do. I just think they're complicated and there's a lot of emotions in the mix. And yeah, the biggest thing I would say, you said that you feel you want to make up with her, but you know she will just lecture you. I understand that. I'm trying to like choose my words carefully because my mom and I have a great relationship, but she's still my mom and I'm a daughter and we've had like plenty of our own issues. So I'm trying to like figure out how to word it properly. I would say keep in mind that your mom is a person, okay? And keep in mind that your mom is handling and taking care of a lot. And lastly, keep in mind that your mom is not perfect. And when you approach your parent as not being perfect, and it's that, I respect them, I look up to them, but they're not perfect, and you figure out how to kind of, I don't want to say deal with them, but kind of like interact with them as people rather than like parents that you have on this pedestal that you expect to do everything perfect. It's just like, all right, if I can't broach this topic with my mom, that's okay. I can't broach it with her. I'm just kind of giving examples, whatever it may be, but keeping that in mind and not expecting like things to just be perfect with your mom and for everything to be solved and her to be superwoman. Not that I'm saying that's what you're doing, but you get my drift. That kind of helps. So I would say going to your mom and really reminding yourself where you go to, okay, she's not perfect, and saying, "Mom, I'm sorry. I obviously want to have a really good relationship with you. I want things to be good, but I'm still learning and I'm still growing up. So I hope you can forgive my mistakes and see where I'm trying because I love you and I want us to be good and I want good things." I don't know. That's where my thought trails off. Everybody chime in down below if you have good suggestions of like how to say that. But really going like in like humility, I guess, and just seeking to like solve it, calm everything down, say, "Mom, feel free to keep telling me where I can improve and I will try, and I'm probably going to fail a whole bunch because I'm a teenager and a person." Not anything as teenagers, a person is a better word, but I'm living under your roof and I want things to be good and happy and I want us all to be okay. I love you. So I don't know if that was even kind of helpful, but those are kind of like my thoughts on all of it. Everyone, feel free to chime in down below with suggestions or, if you've dealt with that situation. But I find a lot of times when dealing with problems, like adjusting your mindset before you go in to deal with the problem, putting yourself in the other person's shoes, recognizing your faults really helps because when you recognize where you've messed up and you put yourself in the other person's shoes, it makes it a lot easier to come to a conclusion because we all mess up. It's not just one-sided. So that's that, guys. So send your messages to Asknikkip. Oh, just kidding. I have to answer a Twitter question. I got so infatuated with myself on the computer screen. Just forgot. So, okay. It says, I am a senior in high school and unmotivated to finish. How do I stay productive? Help. I think that is extremely common. I think they call it like senioritis or the senior blues. That typically, and that's like, side note, that's like everything in life. Once you're like done with something, I feel like the end is the hardest because you're like, can I just be done? You know, I think that's just common. When you're about to leave a job, if you're about to move, if you're going to get married, you're like, can we just be there already? So it's common. To keep yourself motivated, I would focus on things like what you're grateful about in school, what you're excited to be learning, what you're going to be doing after school, and really focus on that and why you need to finish to get there and how you can finish strong. And just pump yourself up, take the action, watch motivating things, and just run hard till the end because you're almost there. Don't let yourself sink into like senioritis. It's hard, but yeah. And that's coming from someone who tends to fail at long-term things, so I'm not saying I'm there, but that's what I try to do when I'm, like, trying to make it to the end of something. So, yeah, guys, that's it. Send your messages to asknikkip@gmail.com or use the hashtag AskNikkiP, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.